Hello and welcome to my speed build. Today I'm in the world of San Myshuno on the lot 19 Culpeper House, and today I'll be building a two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment inspired by the Comfy Gamer kit. And I really like the colors that come in the Comfy Gamer kit, and so this apartment is going to be inspired by the pink and blue swatches that it came with. And the furniture in the kit reminds me of the modern furniture you could get at places like IKEA. So I tried to carry that through parts of the apartment. And then I got the idea, probably mostly based on the color swatches, felt really retro or vintage to me. So I decided to mix thrifted items in here as well. So this apartment is a mix of newer, modern pieces, like in the kitchen is pretty much all modern. And then like the other rooms have a mix of modern and vintage pieces. And I chose vibrant wallpaper for the kitchen and living room because it reminds me of the removable peel and stick wallpaper, which I think adds to the vibes that this is a young adult sim with their first apartment, so they have a mix of more affordable items or thrifted items with a couple more expensive things mixed in. And as I mentioned earlier, this is clearly a pink and blue apartment, and the inspo comes from the swatches in the Comfy Gamer kit. And some of the items in the kit that I've used so far are in this room. The TV stand, and the little grapefruit cushions and the plant on the fireplace are all from the kit here. And I do go on to use a lot more. Like I use every single piece from the kit, but most of that comes when I do the home office. And I've divided the living space into three sections. So the back corner is the TV area. Then in front of the fireplace is like a little seating area, a little reading nook. And then there's a dining space in the back of the room. And choosing artwork for this apartment was really difficult because there's not a lot of choices that fit in with the style that I'm going for, because I have a certain style that I'm looking for, which is modern mixed with thrifted, and then also the pink and blue theme. Like I really wanted to stay as close as I could to the pink and blue. So choosing the artwork was difficult, and you just saw how I was changing it around a whole lot. And then even the artwork on here gets moved around a little bit. And now we're onto the balcony. And in the balcony, I tried to fit quite a few different things on here. So starting off with the grill and some plants and a seating area, firewood for the fireplaces, and another seating area. So now this apartment has three seating areas, one in the kitchen, the dining room space, and then out here on the balcony. Now I'm adding some privacy vines. That's, I believe, from Eco Lifestyle, and then adding just a lot more plants. I found that white cat with the pink plant, had to move that inside. Adding some rugs for texture. There's more Cozy Kit stuff. So the Cozy Kit is that little shelf with the little drink on it. You always have to have the fairy lights on a balcony. And now back to the kitchen to add a few pieces of clutter, the little recipe book. And now I'm adding the entryway section, and I'm just testing out different furniture, and I landed on this one because I felt like that matched the vibes. Adding some clutter in here just to make it look more realistic, and some cupcake art, just because I thought it's cute and it fills up that wall nicely. And moving into the bathrooms, just very simple, white bathroom with some green walls here and just the basics, not a whole lot of clutter. The bathrooms are so small you can not really see in anyway, like meaning like the walls are all cut down. So I just did like the bare minimum, and those pipes have gameplay, so I kind of left that very open, and that's why that bathroom is bigger. And now moving into the bedroom. This bedroom will probably be the most vintage looking out of the room. It doesn't have a whole lot of modern in it. It's just kind of how it worked out. and then I'm fussing with the art here. It was really difficult to pick something, so I just moved on to the furniture. And I chose this the vintage furniture from high school years, which is most of the furniture in this room, including those nightstands as well. Just some clutter to make it look more realistic, adding in some blue because I realized that I put a lot of pink furniture in this room, so I'm just trying to balance it out a little bit more. And now I'm adding in the move objects cheat so that I can place things precisely where I want them. Adding in some curtains. I thought to bring in some pink, but it ended up that the white was better. Love the beads on the wall. And I'm just trying to make it look more lived in, add more things, fix the metal tones, add a little poof to sit down on when you try on your shoes. And now I'm adding like a little shoe storage, another vintage piece, and then another vintage shelf. So you can see that this room leans farther on the vintage than on the modern side. It's supposed to be a mix, but this room kind of went a different way. And then for some reason, I took away the beads because the valance felt like it fit better. But I wish I kept the beads. I don't know. What do you think? Oh well. Anyway, now we're moving on to the office, and I'm just putting down every piece in the kit to make sure that I use everything. In the bedroom, that open book on the nightstand is part of the kit, and I don't think I use it in the office. But in any case, every piece is being used. I'm just dragging it out. I'm not worrying about swatches just yet. I just want to be sure that I use it all. And I was going to make this another color, but then I thought that just make it green. When the walls are cut down, you can't see it anyway. And now I'm just going through and selecting the pink or blue swatches to have like that nice cohesive color palette and just arranging things and trying to fit everything in. Because again, I want this to be a really crowded space. This is a sim that has a lot of skills. They have a lot of interests, and I'm trying to show that in the way that this room is set up. And I decided to use the wall decoration garland as curtains because this triple size window doesn't really have any good options. So I put that in there just to be something at least covering the window. Because if you notice in the living room, I used the cottage living shades and they don't quite fit. But I had given up and just was like, okay, well, I'll just use that one. And I like the checkerboard fireplace because you can put little candles or other objects in there. It's just like nice to have that option. And I love the mirrored table in the corner. It looks vintage to me. It looks like something you might find in an antique mall. I love most of the color swatches that it comes in. It's just a fun little thing that I use often in my builds. And I'm still going with the clutter here. I'm trying to fill up every single space, use as many things as possible, and make this look very lived in. And I really like that the swatches in this kit match things that are already in game. And you can see that the blue Dream Home Decorator boxes match the blue in the rug and, the blue throughout the kit. And that, we have a lot of pink items in the game that will also match the pink that's in this kit. So things can be really monochromatic if you want to go that way. And that's everything for this build. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. This apartment is available in my gallery, and now I'll leave you with a tour of the build.